Hi, I'm Angela.
And I'm Trish, and we're here to talk about
Bad words in business. The business of closing deals, calling out the BS, and navigating the chaos of life.
Because contracts aren't the only things that need fine print.
What else do you want to? Don't skip that freaking home inspection. I think we touched on this before.
Yes.
I know when you're buying a new construction home, it's really easy to skip because I know for me, I did this. I bought a new house. I did not do a home inspection because I thought, oh, it's a home builder. They're smart. They know what they're doing. They're not going to screw up. Well, they do screw up. They forget to do some of the electrical. They put in a plug, but they forgot to do the wiring. And there's little things that will pop up. There could be something dead living in the attic already that you don't know about. You never know. So always have an inspection. Always, 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 always have an inspection. And not only that, but the home builders will have their own person come in and do like a walkthrough with you, and they'll mark up their little things, but they're not going to look at anything crazy. They're going to look at the basics. So, and they don't care because they work for the builder. They don't work for you. So get that freaking home inspection. Oh my gosh. I can't say that enough.
This will also give you the opportunity to ask the seller for some concessions. If you can see that there are some things going on, they can either give you some cash back that's going to go towards your closing costs or loan expenses, or they're going to lower the price of the home, which I think I would rather take, just lower the price of the home so that I've got less to pay off. It also depends on how much it is that you're asking for. Some sellers are just like, I don't want to deal with it. There's basics that you have to deal with. You know, you have to strap your water heater. You have to make sure that there are fire detectors inside the home. There are some things that you just can't just pass off. But there are some things that really need to be repaired, and it's really important that that you do get a home inspection.
And seller concessions right now, we are in a buyer's market, and so right now you can ask for things like that. Ask for closing cost help, ask for repair costs, it doesn't hurt to ask. They might say no, because let's be real, sellers are sellers. As a seller, we want money. As a buyer, we want So it's always going to be a battle, but it's worth asking, especially if you can get them right now. Interest rates are crazy. Ask them to buy down your rate. They can give you a $5,000 credit that buys down your rate. So you go from, I don't even know what rates are today, like 6.9% or something, and they can buy it down to where you're paying maybe 6%. That's a difference. That's the help. You want that. So I think it's always worth asking. The worst they're going to say is no, and who cares? If they say no, they say no.
But you need to ask. You need to find out what the answer is. Don't be shy. That's what you have an agent for. And if you are buying a home that is a for sale by owner, ask the questions. Find somebody to ask the questions. They'll tell you. What it is that you should be AI. Sorry. What it is that you should be asking for. I always get that backwards. I don't know why.
Use that stinking chat and put it in there and say, tell me what to ask a seller when I'm buying a home, and it'll tell you literally.
It'll give you bullet point by bullet point, and it's pretty smart, so use it.
Not good for our environment, though. My daughter keeps telling me is that every time I use it, it's bad for the world, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's how many people that are using it that don't give a shit. You're gonna tell me, like, okay. But she did use it the other day, so I said, what?
It's the pot calling the kettle black. We'll touch on that for a second, because unfortunately it is cutting some workforce because you just don't need it anymore. We've got automation coming in from everywhere. So That's why if you are going to go to school now, pick something that will, it's technologically savvy or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
get in there programming, find
Yeah.
something, be the next
Yeah.
big person. Yeah.
Aside from that, it does do some stuff. Like she made me look it up, but its carbon footprint is pretty yucky because obviously it uses a lot of power, AI. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. You can literally go online and read all the pros and cons. The pros and the cons are probably the list is about the same. So it's
Right.
like they're trying to cure global warming or whatever, the weather. They're trying to fix the weather, but also while they're fixing the weather, they're screwing up the environment. So there is like 1,000 things you can read about it. I don't give a shit. I like AI right now. I give a shit about our earth and I do my best to pick up trash when I'm out and all the things, but I like it. I like it for learning. I think it's such a helpful tool. It has helped me learn so many things actually, which is surprising. And now shoot, I use it to write papers and all kinds of stuff, create PowerPoints. It gives you the gist. It doesn't like build it for me. I mean, it's not that smart. Let's be real.
No, it has brought up my vocabulary though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think AI is sweet. I'm not sure about having a robot in your home yet, or my husband just told me that they're coming out with a taxi, not a Waymo. We already have Waymos that drive themselves, but this taxi is a Tesla, I want to say, and it has no steering wheel at all, which I was like, I don't know about that. That seems a little weird. I'm not really ready for that, but I will say they're coming out with some shit that I'm like, I don't know. And maybe I'm old, but I don't care.
No, you and I are control freaks, so we're not letting that happen. I'm not going to let somebody drive me that doesn't have a steering wheel. Look, the brake on the passenger side doesn't work anyway. I don't need somebody who doesn't have a steering wheel on the driver's side.
Scary. No, thank you.
No.
All right, what's next? Oh, think long term. When you're buying a house, think about what it's going to be like later. So I think a lot of people go in with curb appeal and it has to be the perfect neighborhood and look very perfect. I will say so I have a home in Florida. When you drive into the neighborhood, there used to be this one home where these crazy people lived. It could have been a detour. But now guess what? They are actually kicked out. They have been kicked out and now the garage says like, do not enter or something that they spray painted on there.
Wow.
But literally quietest neighborhood I've ever been in. There's no noise ever. It's the quietest neighborhood I've ever been in. Safe and quiet.
Nice.
So definitely go for a walk in the neighborhood. Check it out. Sure. If there's a crackhead next door, that's probably maybe a little weird, but
not going to work.
Yeah. But hang out for a little bit. Like after we hung out, we're like, oh, who cares about this house? It wasn't right next door, first of all. So that helps. But it's definitely one. Luckily, we have 2 ways to enter the development. So we just come in the other way and then you don't even see it. You don't even know it's there.
Well, and they do say, go sit in the neighborhood at 9:00 at night.
Yeah.
See what it's like. Is it going to be the peaceful neighborhood that you're looking for? And the old adage, location, location, location. You can always change the front of the house, the look of the house. You just can't move the house. So it definitely is important. You can go in, you can upgrade, you can do whatever it is that you want to the home, but you can't relocate it. So it is important. Don't be on that main street. A corner lot may be nice and it may not be nice, depending upon if it's at the front of the entrance into the neighborhood. The corner lot may not be the one that you want. So definitely look around, find the neighborhood. And that's another thing. If you find a neighborhood that you really like and you have a good agent, tell them, I want a home in this neighborhood. They'll canvass it. They'll try and figure it out. Maybe they can find something off market. There's lots of different things that you can do if you find it.
Yeah. And you want to look at the resale potential. That's my biggest thing, because I like to buy a home that I know later I can sell and make money off of. Like, a home is an investment. It's not just a place to live. It is an investment. And so I know some of us are attached. They want to stay in their houses forever. Well, that's not me. I am like, tell me it. Every house we buy, I put a number on it. And if I get to that number, then guess what? I'm selling my house because I'm to that number. So
Right.
always think about the resale potential. Even when I was actually just reading, this is totally a side note. This is after you buy it. But one thing is, when you're doing remodeling, make sure you're doing the right remodeling, especially if you're thinking about selling it. Because one of the
Right.
things that I hear people say is, like, I put in a pool. Well, unfortunately, a pool is not part of the resale value,
No.
which to me, I was like, hell yeah, it's going to make so much money. But I'm a realist. I read stuff. And I was like, damn, that actually does nothing for you. But a sexy bathroom remodel, oh my gosh, everybody wants a sexy bathroom. Everybody wants a sexy kitchen. But there's like so many things you don't have to do. Like, it is actually embarrassing, but we could talk about that later. But I can tell you, think about the resale potential. If I do this to it, how much is it going to sell? Is it in the right neighborhood? Is it in the right
Right.
location? Is it, when I go to sell it, is somebody going to think it's as nice as me? Is somebody going to drive by that ugly house and still want to buy it?
Well, don't outprice yourself out of the neighborhood because you want to be the biggest, baddest house, because you're not. Your ROI, your return on investment is not going to be worth it. And Angela brings up a very good point about a pool. Pools now, depending upon the size, you're looking at $100,000 investment in a pool. And to be able to turn it around and sell it in 2 or 3 years to get your 100,000 back, not unless the market is running really hot, you're not going to get it back.
No, unfortunately, no. And then it's important to look at what stage of life you're in. Like, do you want to host parties? Are you looking for that open concept so you can host parties? Are you going to have a baby? Do you want that open concept? And then you have a crazy toddler running around messing things up. You really got to pick the home based on where you're at right now. Because I can tell you, we have bought some houses that were like, we're in them 7-8 years. And then we're like, oh my gosh, let's get out of here now, because it's not where we're at in life.
Right.
One time we bought a split level. I loved it. It's where like the basement's downstairs and the living is upstairs. And I loved it because we could drag our bed mattress from our bedroom to our living room. And I thought that was so fun. And my girls still remember that. They thought it was so fun too. But my laundry was downstairs. So I had to literally huff and puff everything up and down the stairs. And I want to take care of this shit right when I do it. I want to take care of it later. So I had to bring it up and fold it and put it away. So laundry was like a commitment. So do you want a laundry room where you can just walk to the bedrooms nicely, or do you care if it's downstairs? I mean, back then it wasn't a big deal. I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, hell no. I want that laundry room right next door.
So in the house that we have, the people thought about that, and then they put in a laundry chute. So it goes from the upstairs straight into the laundry room.
Which I love that. We did talk about doing that while we lived there, but then we bought a new construction. They finished building all the houses. Once all the other houses were built, we were like, oh my gosh, it's really busy here. We were on the main entrance road. We did not think about all these things. And so, but I will tell you, every house since then, we definitely are like, check out the neighborhood, spend some time in it, make a good choice. You're spending a lot of freaking money, especially today. You're spending a lot of money, and you want to make sure that, you're getting the right one, and you want to make sure that you can see yourself in there. Set a timeline. Like, am I going to stay here 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and then choose your home. That way, you know what's going to happen over time. Like, we go through so many changes in our life journey that it's important to be thinking ahead while you're buying. For sure.
Absolutely. All right. Let's move on to my favorite part. Question and answer. All right.
Gosh.
Angela, are you ready?
Ready. I'm ready.
What's the one thing people misunderstand about what you do or who you are?
Oh gosh. Well, I sometimes think people don't know what I do because sometimes I do a lot of things and I don't share them because in the past I've had people make me feel little for doing a lot, which is actually the opposite. That doesn't make any sense to me, but I tend to stay in the background and do like just random stuff. And then nobody knows how I get my money. They just know that I do something. So I think nobody ever knows what title and escrow is. So they're a little confused. And it's because, some of my friends are never going to open title and escrow. So they're like, okay, cool. And so I would say most people just don't have any clue what I do at all. And I do many things, or I tell them and they go, holy shit. And then they kind of steer clear of me. So that's kind of funny. But to be honest, I don't even care what everybody else does. I'm just an overachiever. And I am never comparing myself to society ever because I know that I do more than a lot of people. And I know I do less than a lot of people. And to me, it's all about what I want to do. I just like to be busy. So.
And how does it make you feel? That's the other thing, is that what you do, does it make you feel fulfilled? And that's where it comes down to. I don't really care what other people think. For me, when I came in here, I had the title of office manager. Well, when you say office manager to some people, unfortunately, it means you clean toilets. You clean toilets and you order supplies. So, yeah. Angela gave me a new title, which, I feel better about. and hopefully people won't look down at me. One, I think, of the most misconceptions is I have naturally red skin. And so people will look at me, and I think if somebody said something to me and I'm not really sure how to act or what to say, I will actually pause. With a red face, people are like, are you mad?
Yeah.
Are you embarrassed? Are you upset? And I just say, no, I'm just red. I have rosacea. I'm red. That's just the way it goes.
I also think that people think I am bitchy because I am on a mission a lot. So my face is sometimes very, straight. Sometimes I just have RBF, and it's not because I'm actually very, very nice, but I am not nice to everybody. And I read people very well. So I try to there's some people I'm just not going to be nice to, but I do think that a lot of times people think I'm a bitch and then they meet me and they go, oh, you're like way different than I thought. I'm like, no shit. What they realize later is that I'm just super driven and very strong minded. And so I'm not a bitch. I just am very, I'm structured. I like things a certain way, not a bitch, not a bitch.
No, but if you are, hey, let's go. It's not that you're doing it to be a bitch. It's that you need something right now. And I know you can get it to me. So there's a completely different, Now, if you're nasty, then you're a bitch.
Oh, yeah. But even in business, we send emails real quick because we're like, oh, this needs to be done right now. And then everybody wants a please and thank you. And yes, I'm very good at please and thank yous, but sometimes I'm like, just get it done. Shit, it doesn't matter. I don't have to be so nice. I don't have to please, thank you, you're great, all the things, Obviously, I think you're great. Just because I asked you to do something doesn't mean I think you're a shithead. Like, come on, get it together, people.
Here's the other thing. I pay you. So let's go. Let's go.
That too.
All right. What's next for you? What are you excited about right now?
Oh my gosh. Oh, what's next for me? Right now, as a matter of fact, I am working on getting another Northwest Escrow and Title opened in Arizona. That is exciting. Also super scary. I don't do any of this without fear. Nothing. Everything I do every day, I literally am fearful of. It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
So, as a matter of fact, Trish and I have been doing some property management stuff together, and recently we made the decision to get rid of it because
Right.
it is freaking hard. People are rude.
They're nasty.
Yeah. People are assholes. And so,
Yes.
and people are dirty. Like what these people do at rental properties is disgusting.
Oh my God. You're there for 2 days and I feel like you need to bring in, a huge
Some
crew and an
hazmat.
exterminator. Ugh, so disgusting.
Yeah. So we have decided to close that down, which for me, my ego is like, oh, I don't know. Should I do it? Should I not? I still, every day I'm toying with it still. And I'm supposed to be done the next month or so. But I'm like, okay, it's time to get moving. I'm working on the title and escrow stuff. I am really excited to get it going, even though I know it's like going to be the craziest time suck. I'm super excited about that. And then
so was property management, by the way. Time suck.
I know. I know. I got rid of one for another that actually won't be as bad because I'm very familiar. I'm very good at it. I know exactly what to do. It's time. It's all time.
Yeah.
But I think that is super exciting coming up. I think there's nothing really cool in my personal life coming up, but I will say that we're going to Florida for a week and I am excited about that because I am a vacation girl and I just need to GTFO, get the fuck out of here. And sometimes you just need a little break. And also being an overachiever, I work 24/7. I dream about work. I eat and think about work. Working all the time. So when I'm on vacation, I'm working. Also while we're getting rid of property management because those freaking rentals don't sleep. So Christmas time, they don't care that you're opening presents with your family. Thanksgiving, they don't care that your family's there. So I'm excited to take my first vacation where I am not going to do anything. I did go with my husband on vacation to Hawaii just in April. It was a spur of the moment trip and I actually didn't work. We had no plans. We actually hung out. We literally did nothing but drive around and tour and that's it. We did nothing. So I'm excited to go to Florida and do the same thing. That's another.
Exactly.
What about you?
I'm looking for passive income. That's what I'm looking for. And I am very excited to be starting the journey in Arizona. So Angela and I, if you haven't figured out, sometimes we share a brain and emotions and a hip. So I've been very, very fortunate to find Angela so that I have somebody to bounce things off of, to talk to go into business with. I'm very excited about it. So yes.
Me too. And I like taking people on the journey with me. I think it's fun. I think it's, not everybody knows about business. And sometimes it's fun to bring people with you and let them experience the journey and show them that it's not all rainbows and butterflies. And there are times where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. So
not so much. Yes.
It's a fun journey.
Yes. All right. If you were a cocktail or coffee drink, what would you be and why?
Gosh, that's a good one. I would say maybe oh my God, I just forgot the name of it. What's a a martini where you take the first drink and because I'm a little classy, first of all, and I'm a little bougie. I would say a martini though, where you take that first drink and you're like, and then, the second drink, you're like, this is so
It's
good.
A little smoother.
Yeah. So I'm a little rough around the edges sometimes, but I do feel like I sweeten up as you get to know me.
I actually, for you, I picked an espresso and a Sex on the Beach. So there you go.
I am a beach girl. I do love the beach.
Yes.
I love. And I like, if I were to drink cocktails or when I drink cocktails, I do drink all the sweet stuff.
Yeah.
Unless I'm feeling wild, then I just take shots of tequila. So really just depends on how my week was.
You know what? That's my Friday night. Am I going to have a drink tonight or am I not? How was that week? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is not going to be any surprise to you, Angela. I would be a glass of champagne. Not because that's really what I enjoy, but honestly, I'm just fucking bubbly. So yeah, that's me.
And you're also classy. You're classy.
Oh, thank you.
So you like your little champagne flutes and like, come on, we're classy girls. So we have to be.
And I have pretty flutes, just to let you know. Very pretty. Yes. Oh, and a whole refrigerator. And I don't mean one of those little small bar refrigerators. I mean a whole refrigerator full of different levels of champagne. So yes,
she is a champagne snob.
I am. I really am, but I like it. All right. This is the last one. What is your go-to jump up song when you need a mood boost?
Oh gosh. Honestly, I have so many songs. So for me, all my music depends on my mood. So
this is to put you in I need a mood.
Yeah, I listen to, so when I'm working out, like really working out, or actually when I really want to get after something, there is a song from, oh my freaking God, it's a fighting movie, but all he says the whole time is, I'm a motherfucking beast. And it is, gosh, I can't remember who. It's a Jake Gyllenhaal movie, and he's in it, and he's like a boxer or something. It's not freaking Rocky, but it's like it's one of those type of movies. And that song gets me pumped for anything. Anytime I hear it, I'm like, oh my gosh, because it is a good reminder that you are strong. And he says, I'm a motherfucking beast the whole time. So if you're like running on a treadmill, which I'm not a runner, but I am a walker. But if I ever have the days where I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate this, I will play something like that. But I'm definitely like a mood musicer. So sometimes I will listen to some country to get my head in the game and like a little calm. I like those raspy voices. So sometimes I just listen to them because they're sexy and I pretend like they're singing to me. So I'm like, hell yeah, this is my jam. He's singing this to me. Sometimes I'm listening to 80s music because 80s music gets me pumped too.
It's awesome. 80s music is awesome. People, get on board.
I agree.
Mine, I have two. Justin Timberlake, Can't Stop the Feeling. Oh, yeah.
That's
I love that.
Yeah.
And Bruno Mars and Mark, I think it's Roman, Uptown Funk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who doesn't get funky when they listen to Uptown Funk?
That's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, that's one that makes you move.
That would probably be a go-to karaoke for me. I don't sing. When I sing, dogs run. And I doo-wop in the background with the best of them. I could do that. I could do that. But that would be fun.
That's funny. Mine's whatever like era I'm into, because like sometimes I'm cleaning my house and I'm listening to Zach Bryan and I'm rocking out. You know, I'm like all into it, dancing around my house. My daughter will come down and be like, what the hell are you doing? So I'm like, and then she's like, who are you listening to? Like it's somebody funky and it'll be Zach Bryan. She's like, oh, that's not fun. I'm like, I feel like he's cool shit. I'm in right now.
No, when I clean my house, I just make Alexa play a bunch of music. And then when I get further away from her, I just tell her to turn it up.
Yep. I do that too. But sometimes my family is being annoying. So I just put in my headphones and I pretend like they're not there, you know, noise cancellation. And I'm just like, I'm just rocking. I sing and everything. And they're like, oh boy.
Wow.
I did just have a car party with Tom. We just drove somewhere, I don't know, for Father's Day. We drove like 2 hours away. And on the way there, I made him listen to all my favorite country songs at the moment. And then on the way home, I made him listen to every 70s, 80s, and 90s song ever. And he was pretty funny. I made him listen to everything from Leonard Skinner, freaking Ozzy Osbourne, you name it, we were listening to it. And some of them, he's like, who is this? And I'm like, what? Were you like born yesterday? And like, yeah, I was a kid, but I had parents. Come on. I had parents. They listened to some cool shit. REO Speedwagon. Oh yeah. We had the best car ride.
Expose your children to music. It's awesome. Yes. Our kids have we even play with them. Who's singing this?
Oh yeah.
When a song comes on the radio, who's singing
I love
this?
that.
That's a good one. I love
that.
All right. Well, we are going to wrap it up for another week.
Yay.
Yes. Another episode. Everybody needs to start subscribing. Come on. This is good shit, people.
Yeah. You can find us on Apple and Spotify and YouTube. I put us on there, all of those recently. So you can find us there right now. All of our episodes aren't recorded because we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely.
We're working it.
But get on there, listen to us, give us a little like and subscribe. We're going to shameless plug this shit as long as we can. Bad Words in Business. It's name on all the platforms. You can't miss us. And then on YouTube, we'll have videos too. So we have not just a podcast, but we're putting our videos too. So you'll get to see every time we hit our mic and every time we I just hit my computer when I drink coffee and I can't sit still, or, our super cute headphones that we just got. You'll see all the goods.
And be sure to share. Don't keep us all to yourself. Be sure to share it.
Yes. And if you didn't like the episode, who gives a shit? Share it with somebody else who might like it.
They may like it. They may like it. You never know. All right. Well, until next time, we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.